What is up, my ARK survivors? This is Alcarin.
And this is Lucy.
Bringing another amazing episode of Easy Mantis Taming. Do you kind of want to explain, Lucy, what we're going to be doing here?
Well, absolutely. We want to welcome you all first to the Scorched Earth and tell you how much we appreciate when you like our videos. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. But what we're going to do today is show you how you can use your wyvern to get you a mantis in probably under 5 minutes, would you say, Alcarin?
I would definitely say this is the easiest way that I found to tame wyverns. Now, there's a lot of mysticism out there about how easy it is. And in my opinion, it's not easy, but we found an easy way of doing it. Lucy, do you want to explain to everybody like all the misconceptions about how difficult it is? Or do you want me to explain it?
Well, either way, but basically people give you the illusion that you can just walk up to them and they're not going to try to attack you. Even with bug repellent, these guys are super aggressors and they aggro everything in their area.
So what I mean by super aggressors is, imagine, you find the manta you want to tame, you walk up to behind it, you pop your bug repellent beforehand, and you sneak up behind it, and you have your deathworm horns in your 0 slot. You get up to the front and you feed it, right? The problem is they're super aggressive still. If they get into combat with anything else and they fight something else, the tame bar goes to 0, right? If they end up hitting you, the tame bar goes to 0. So it's much more difficult than you think. So I wanted to show you guys an easy way of doing this. We're going to show you one way of doing it and then explain another way in case if you don't have a wyvern yet. Let's get this show on the road.
Yes, absolutely. Let's take our wyverns over.
I'll take Plague Wing. You're going to take Lightning.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Now, one thing I've noticed, it's very hard to pick up things on a wyvern. You got to get close to it, hit the sea. It's even harder to drop it anywhere in particular. Also, mantises have a tendency to get stuck when you're dropping them. They kind of get caught up in your feet, and they can hit you in the process.
Go ahead and test it with some unaggressive dinos when you're learning how to use the wyvern and drop it in the cage.
Yeah, so build the cage, test dropping non-aggressive dinos just to get the whole process down. I practiced it a bunch of times. I'm hoping I get it first shot. If I don't, just bear with me until I get it.
Yeah, and he practiced with the mantis, and then I was silly and I didn't leave the area. It almost got real ugly real fast.
So I see a manta down there. It's a level 12, and I think that's a great example, and that's something we should start with. Or do we want to start with a higher level one?
Ooh, tricky.
Level 20.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do it. I'm just going to grab whichever one I can grab. All right, what are you doing there, Lucy?
That was on accident. I forgot that you pick it up with a C.
You prematurely exploded right there all over him.
Well, okay, guys. C is what you pick them up with, and if you're like me and don't like flying on wyverns, then you forget that.
All right, so continuing forward, the best thing I found is fly back to your base. You want to fly slow, fly in a straight line. Try to stop over your target, maybe a little bit past it. Hit that C button. Don't hit right click, otherwise you'll prematurely explode like that and shoot your load all over the ground. You don't want to do that because that can end up destroying your target.
Absolutely. And just in case any of you are curious, we're actually going to be showing you the cage/trap, whatever you want to call it, in just a second. And you will be able to see how the server is shutting down.
I hope we can get this all accomplished in 10 minutes, guys. Otherwise, all is for naught. Amazing timing. We'll just see how this goes. All right, so I went a little bit off course there, but I think we're still going to make it. Fun, exciting stuff. Now there's a time limit, I think. Or did I completely miss my stop? I completely missed it.
The race is on the way.
This should go pretty... Oh, there's my base. Okay, so now that we're back here, I was supposed to come down this path right here. I think 10 minutes is enough to get it done. We'll see. So, these things turn like a Moza. It's really, really terrible. Like, I understand the power, and I understand if you get good with it, maybe you can make this thing effective, but just the traps up ahead. We got our bug repellent on. Let's see if we can drop it in.
Don't talk very loud or the mantis will get scared.
If it gets scared, it goes into anger mode forever.
It's like a girl on her period.
Never ending period. And that would have been a complete miss, guys. So that's exactly what not to do when trying to drop a mantis into a very narrow, very, very narrow crevasse.
Thank you for showing us what not to do.
I always make sure to show that. It's very important. And it's down, and it's a miss. It always goes right into the water.
Right towards our other dinos. Therefore, if you've ever seen a video where they don't go towards somebody or other dinos when they're very close, it's not real.
They're super aggressive. Couldn't get it off my claws that time. All right, here we go, guys. We can do this. Focus. Focus!
Focus. Forecast?
And it's in the cage. Repellent's still on. Let's wait till the... I think we can do this in 60 seconds. What do you guys think? Is that pushing it, or wait till it... Should we try it after? Should we renew it, or what?
Oh, that's scary. I would renew it.
But it has to fall off before you can renew.
Oh, just go. Go.
Just go? Okay. Got my hornies in the 0 slot. Gonna sneak it from behind. It's not gonna know it's gonna hit it. I'm gonna jam that E button right from behind. I think you can see me right about meow. I think it's looking to the right. I'm gonna sneak in on the left. Okay, peeps. Here we go. And we did it! Yes! Yes! Finally! It is possible. This is the easy way to tame a mantis. Now, a few pro tips. Wear your bug repellent. Second tip, have a drink. Third tip, have a trap. Something similar to this build. Fourth tip, keep it level 10 and under. That way you can tame it with one feed. A lot of people out there, just so you know, it's very difficult to tame these things. It's almost like there's a bug. It's like you feed it once, the tame bar goes up, and then it goes nuts aggro, and just that either A, it attacks you and resets the taming bar, or B, it attacks something else, resets the taming bar, or C, it never ever stops moving and never lets you feed it again. So at least at this version of ARK, at this moment in time, very difficult to tame anything over level 10, 12-ish. But that's how it's done. That's the easy tame. Now, I know you're wondering, everybody out there, well, what if I don't have a drake and I want to tame a mantis? Well, what I would do is I would get the bug repellent on, or not get the bug repellent on. That's up to you. Probably not. I would build a ground trap with some sort of large door on one side, small door on the other side, like maybe a door frame with maybe a dino gate on the other side. Leave the dino gate open. You aggro it by shooting it, running in front of it, whatever. Run through the large gate and into the small gate. It'll get stuck. Wrap around, slam the door shut. It will be angry, but if it hasn't started taming yet, from my experience, if you relog with bug repellent on, when you come back, usually it calms down. I've also seen videos where if it's angry beating on a particular wall, you can literally replace that wall or that ceiling tile or that ground tile or whatever, and that usually removes the aggro. Those are just a few tips. Also, for all y'alls out there that don't know, you have to kill death worms to be able to get this, and they're very hard on our server to kill. I would suggest using a golem. I hope you all liked the episode. It was definitely interesting episode to make. Please like if you haven't, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Peace.
Peace out.
See you in the next video.